Hi, this is Puana. Presently, I am pursuing MPharm Department of Pharmacology in Government College of Pharmacy. Today, I am going to present a seminar on the topic Principle of Drug Delivery. Under that, the role of nucleic acid microarray, protein microarray, antisense technology. Let us begin with starting, that is microarray. As the name indicates, micro is the minute thing and the array is the orderly arrangement of sample. Here the small strands of the DNA which are micro in size, they are already placed on the DNA plate, to which the complementary strands of the DNA they are added, where the hybridization process takes place, based upon which the expression level of the various gene that can be analyzed in a single reaction under the DNA chip in a quickly and in an efficient manner, so that it has enabled the expression of many genes to be analyzed and helped the scientist to overcome the various aspects of diseases and their mechanism to study with. One can analyze the expression of many genes in a single reaction quickly and in an efficient manner. The DNA microarray technology, it has empowered the scientific community to understand the fundamental aspect underlying the growth and development of life, as well as to explore the genetic cause of anomalies occurring in the functioning of human body. Coming to the definition of the microarray, it is an orderly arrangement of the sample where the matching of the known sequence and the unknown sequence of the DNA samples are done based upon the base pairing rules. The size of the sample spot is usually less than 200 microns in diameter and usually contain thousands of spots. And the microarray plate, it is usually made up of the nylon. Coming to the history of the microarray, it is the evolved form of Southern blotting. Southern blotting, it is one such technology which is used for the identification of the DNA, and the evolved form of this Southern blotting is the microarray technique. The concept of microarray was first proposed in 1980 by Aganalith and his colleagues, and later in 1995 a complete eukaryote genome on the microarray it was published by Pat Brown's group. Next, coming to the principle of the microarray. The main principle behind the microarray, it is the nucleic acid hybridization. Hybridization is as the name suggests, it is the binding of the complementary strands of the DNA which is added or it is already present. Hybridization process. The DNA microarray, it mainly lies upon the nucleic acid hybridization process. In this, the two complementary strands they are joined together by the hydrogen bonds to make a double stranded molecule. To the double stranded molecule which is formed, they are added with the restricted endonuclease enzyme so that the small cut into the small fragments, and these cutted fragments of the small pieces of DNA they are labeled with the fluorescent markers which reacts with the probes which are present in the DNA chips, and these probes are nothing but the small strands of the or the sequence of the DNA, and the sequence it is obtained from the DNA library. They are usually attached onto the microarray plate, and this labeled form of small DNA fragments, if they react with the probes present in the DNA chips, then there is a emission of the fluorescence. And the DNA probes that bind with the target DNA with the complementary sequence and the unbound DNA fragments are washed away. After the DNA probes binds with the target DNA which is present on the microarray plate by the complementary base pairing rules, and the unbound DNA fragments they are washed away, and the identification of the target piece of DNA is done by their fluorescent emission by passing through a laser beam, and the computer recorded pattern of emission as well can also be used for the DNA identification. Next, what are the different types of microarray? Majorly, there are of four different types. First is the oligo-DNA microarray. It uses the oligonucleotides or the base pair, which is usually of 20 to 50 nucleotides long, and they are synthesized directly on the slide. Here, it is usually the only one color or the only one, they are labeled with only one fluorescent tags. In case of complementary strands of the DNA, the cells or the mRNA, they are extracted from both the normal cell and the cancerous cell, and they are usually placed upon the slide, and they are labeled with the two fluorescent probes. That is the red for the cancerous cell and the green for the normal cell. Usually the in the process of protein synthesis from the DNA, the mRNA, it is synthesized by the process of transcription. From the mRNA, the protein is synthesized by the process of translation. Here what we will do is, during the process of transcription, the mRNA which is synthesized, directly we won't get the mRNA. First, usually the RNA it is obtained, from which we will isolate the mRNA and separate or segregate the T and the rRNA. And this mRNA that is obtained from the DNA by the process of transcription, they are treated with the reverse transcriptase enzyme, where it will convert the RNA molecules into the complementary strands of DNA. And they are labeled, that is the fluorescent tags attached to the small strands of the DNA, and they are probed or undergone the hybridization process with the probes present in the microarray plate. And hence the labeled form the fluorescent emission is seen, based upon which the fluorescent emission, the binding pattern is recognized. If it emits the fluorescent probe, then it has undergone the binding process with the complementary strands of the DNA, that is the gene expression is obtained. If it is blank, then it won't be having any of the gene expression. In case of BAC microarray, BAC is nothing but the bacterial artificial chromosome. It uses the template which is amplified by the polymerase chain reaction as the probe. And the SNA, it is a single nucleotide microarray. Here it is used to detect the polymorphism within the population. And the other these are the main four different types of microarray. Apart from this, the other microarray used are chips, protein microarray, peptide microarray. They are used for the detailed analysis or the optimization of the protein-protein interaction, tissue microarray, antibody microarray, cellular microarray, chemical compound microarray, reverse phase protein lysate microarray, and interferometric reflectance imaging sensor, that is the IRIS microarray. Next, coming to the procedure which is involved in the microarray technique case, first is the preparation of the microarray plate. This, it is the square shaped, and it is usually made up of the nylon or the polythene or any other glass slide, and they are coated with a chemical compound that will interact and immobilize the nucleic acid, reversibly binding them onto the surface. And after the preparation or the arrangement of the plate, they are probed with the small or the short sequence of the DNA sample. These DNA samples, they are obtained, they can be the clone sets, or they can be obtained from the cDNA library preparation or the specific DNA which is amplified. And after obtaining of the probes, and we have the microarray plates, but these probes, they need to be attached into the wells in a sequenced manner, because based upon the presence of these probes on the well-shaped microarray plate, the binding interaction is obtained. If the wells in the wells, if these probes are interlocked or if they are merged, the binding or the efficient binding reaction is difficult to obtain. For this, the probes, they are attached onto the microarray plate by the process of contact printing. And here first the glass slides, they are pre-coated with the polylysine aminosilane or the amino reactive silane in order to increase the hydrophobicity of the slide. After preparing of the slide, the probes, they are sequentially transferred onto the micro well plate, and they are attached. After attaching of them, they are treated with a UV light in order to obtain the cross linkage. Here you can see that is the cross linkage which is obtained between the two different strands, so that the efficient binding of the probes to the microwell plate is achieved. That comes under the printing of the PCR product onto the glass slide. And now the plate is ready. Next, we have to collect the sample, our test sample. And this sample, it can either be obtained from the normal cells or the normal cell and the cancerous cell. As I have discussed earlier, That is from the RNA, the mRNA, from the RNA it consisting of all the three types of RNAs, that is the mRNA, tRNA and the rRNA. But for the protein synthesis, mRNA is that is the messenger RNA, it is required in order to bind with the ribosomes. This messenger RNA, it is separated from the R and the tRNA. Why this only the mRNA is taken? Because it consisting of the poly A tail, which will bind with the poly T tail, so that the column containing the beads with the poly T tail, there is efficient binding of the mRNA with the tRNA because of the presence of the poly A tail, and the separation of this mRNA is easier compared with the RNA and the tRNA. And this is one of the reason, and the another reason is this is present in the abundant amount, and it has the most functional properties when compared with the M and the tRNA. And after binding of the mRNA to the DNA bead which is present in the column, and it is rinsed in order to disrupt the pH, and the beads are disrupted, and the isolated or the purified form of the mRNA it is obtained. And then they are treated with a reverse transcriptase enzyme for the conversion of the RNA, that is the ribonucleotide acid, into the cDNA, that is the deoxynucleotides. And this cDNA, they are treated with alkali in order to remove any of the impurities which is present. Now we have the sample and the microarray plate, but this cDNA, it is not labeled, and it should need to be labeled. In order to label the labeling mix, which usually contains the poly T primers, reverse transcriptase and the fluorescent dinucleotides. Along with that, it contains some of the coloring agents such as the cyanin 3 for the healthy cells and the cyanin 5. It is for the cancerous cell. Along with the primer, reverse transcriptase and the fluorescent dinucleotides, and these cyanin reagents, they are also added for emission of the fluorescence. The primer and the reverse transcriptase, they bind with the mRNA first and then add the fluorescent dinucleotide, creating the complementary strands of the DNA. And the labeling, they can also be obtained by the two process. One is the direct labeling and the indirect labeling. In the direct labeling, the dye conjugated, it is directly added to the complementary strands of the DNA with the help of the reverse transcriptase enzyme. By along the addition of the reverse transcriptase enzymes, this conjugated dye is also added. That is in case of the direct, where it consisting of the poly A and the poly T tail. Whereas in case of the indirect, first the alanine residues, they are made to appear on the mRNA strand, and then after that addition of the fluorescent or the coloring agent is added. In order to obtain the alanine residue on the last strand of the mRNA, the amine reactive cyanin dye is chemically coupled to the amino allyl groups, thus labeling the cDNA. This cyanin dye, which has the N-hydroxysuccinamide esters that react with the amino allyl groups of the DNA by using the DNTP, that have the dye molecule directly coupled to the base with the cyanin 3 DCT and the cyanin 5 DCT. So that the first main motto is the introduction of the allyl group to the strand of the mRNA molecule, and after the addition of it, it can be attached by the process of N-hydroxysuccinamide esters. By the addition of this allyl group, they can be introduced, or by the reaction of the esters with the mRNA, the allyl group that can be introduced into the last strand of the mRNA, and after with the cyanin fluorescence that is added, and that is labeled. And the next process is the hybridization. For the hybridization takes place, the array, they are first blocked with the blocking agent in order to minimize the background, in order to avoid any of the other sequence or any of the other unlabeled compounds are present. In order to eliminate that, the blocking agents, they are added for the minimization of this. And the blocking agent, it is usually the mixture of succinic anhydride 1,2 methyl pyrrolidone and sodium borate. That is mixture of succinic anhydride 1,2 methyl pyrrolidone and the sodium borate. They are mixed in the equal ratio, and the blocking mixture, it is prepared. Before the process of hybridization, the microarray plate, which is probed, it is treated with the blocking agent. And then the label target, that is our sample target, it is added to the array at the specific temperature for the complementary base pairing or the sequence to anneal with the specific probes of the